So this is the culprit.
Geweldig.
Like it is the most dangerous suggestion. The kid was walking around, banging his head off the fucking fridge, bumping into everything, and not knowing, and suddenly surrounded by all this knowing. The suggestion being made at this little gathering is probably the most dangerous suggestion that there is. Um, in fact, it is because it removes everything. It removes here and there, life and my life. It removes all safe ground, all known things, all it completely removes the rug underneath the feet. Um, and there isn't even a thing called reality left. Um, so, and the suggestion is that there is no you. Now, the reason I say it's the most dangerous suggestion that there is because if that uh, if that suggestion takes hold, first of all, one way or another, it can't seem to be let go of. But also, if there is no you, then there is no anything. So then this is immediately the start of a storyless life, let's just say, where nothing really holds, nothing sticks, and nothing has um, any substance. So the thing with that suggestion is, though, is that normally with every suggestion out there, or everything that is said, or every communication, it's normally thought that when somebody says that, it is known. It is known, and then I can know it too. And so the suggestion that there is no one cannot be known because it is already the case. So, um, so the thing that is hoped that might fall away, so all of this will be revealed, can't fall away because it's not there in the first place. So we're talking about something that doesn't exist. And and when I say that, I mean this in control, choice making, orchestrating entity that is pumping the heart, thinking the thoughts, feeling the feelings, and guiding their way through life to a better life, to a better place. And this suggestion that there is no you, um, it sort of seems to fall under the remit of something called spirituality. It seems to be in that arena, but there isn't. It isn't a spiritual communication, but it does seem to fall in the area of that, or a curiosity about aliveness or whatever. It seems to be labeled, and so there's an area of subjects called spirituality, and within that there's a plethora of different ways of talking. And then there's apparently a subject called non-duality that some of the unfortunate few seem to stumble upon. And with all the other communications, there's something that, can be gotten, or at least on the surface, something to draw you into them. And what draws it seems like this communication that we're calling non-duality at the core of it is there's just really a sentence that and the sentence is that there isn't you and life. There's just life or what's happening. And if that was just about understanding, it is, it's pretty okay. It's sort of a brain splitter. It doesn't sit well in the brain, and it sort of almost creates its own loop inside the mind. And we can't but associate that sentence with words like liberation, enlightenment, freedom, um, and they all seem to come in under this general idea that I can get something or lose something that will make this life better. And that's obviously not the case with this, because all of those suggest a sort of a pathway to a thing or place called freedom that you can get to. And the obvious problem with all that is that there isn't a you. So so then really there's immediately just this sitting and hearing a voice talking and like it's if you were to play a game, you'd go, well, then this is um child's play because nothing is noble. There's no authority in this. It seems like, okay, this guy's organized the meeting and he's opening the meeting up. But really, he wants to rapidly get to that this is a total mystery, this immediately sitting here. And it's not a kind of a safe state. It's not a noble state or a comfortable state. It's dangerous and also unbelievably ordinary and just immediately whatever is. And so, with that little preamble, um, questions then just might be there. And if they're there, then fucking let's go and let's see how this. It's a wonder to have apparently questions. So let's see what happens. I'm sure good for you. You know what the crack is. So, but if not, just if you don't want to ask, just put it in the message box thingy majiggy, and let's have a fucking go.
Hey Frank,
Hiya,
it's Lauren.
hiya.
I was just thinking about what I might chat with you about, and then I just unmuted it. Like I didn't even mean to. It was weird. Mm. Um, what I was thinking is how the word energetically is like very much a story in a way.
Hmm.
Um, well, at least for me, it seems to bring with it like a process where you know there could be like a freedom gained somehow.
Hmm.
Um, at the same time, like I look at my daughter and I see this like wonder that is very um, like all yeah. It's I don't know. I would say it's not heavy, and I don't feel I can have that in the same way. And
Yeah.
yeah, and there's a sense that there's an energetic aspect to it. So it's like because I remember in a way what it was like to have that sense of wonder. And yeah, it's just there's no way to describe the difference.
Yeah, I mean, you can't have wonder. because you're not there to have it, and you're not there to have a cup of coffee, but a cup of coffee can happen, and looking out at the sea can happen, and looking at a blade of grass can happen, or changing nappies can happen, and you don't have wonder. So, so really, that's it. That's everything.
But wonder happens.
Wonder happens. Feeling tired happens. Also, being an exhausted mammy might happen from time to time. And that is also a wonder. But forget the word wonder then, and forget the word energetic. It's just what's appearing to happen. So obviously, it's not a state of complete wonder all the time. There's screaming for milk in total contortion, on rage. And in absolute rage, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly. So, is that wonder? It's sort of wonder if it's not your responsibility. But but also it's just immediately, inescapably what's happening. So it's like almost, you know, what's wanted then for there to be really, in essence, it seems to appear as no pain, please. I want to sit and feel awe at cleaning nappies or
Mm,
whatever the fuck, like. But that's an idea then, as opposed to whatever reaction is the reaction that's appearing to happen. How do you do a reaction? How would you do awe? I mean, apparently it could be looked at the sunset and it's just like, all right. And then it could be like, okay, I mean, what am I supposed to feel here? I don't feel anything. So that might be the reaction. Or isn't this fucking amazing? I don't know. So
yeah,
you see, it's always what's sought is an image of how it should be as opposed to how it is. And how it is might feel shit and then projected upon, but no one has anything at all. So if you can have wonder, then you'd be able to have sorrow and all
right.
these, you know. So
Mm.
so it's just free fall and inescapably whatever is. And then the word energetically is just a sort of word, really. It doesn't matter. I mean, nothing happens. And so I suppose when I maybe use the word energetically, I probably only talk about it like in the sense that this communication is very energetic. Because if it was about knowledge and good old me, sure, it's the last possible fucking place that it would want. What, because it's only a couple of sentences. So what me would not, what me wants something that is going to fix everything. Might still imagine that this is the answer, but disappointment normally comes quickly at these gatherings anyway. Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to fix everything or if I want um to be in the unknowing of, let's just to not be responsible for knowing and to just be like, wow, like what is this is happening anyway? Like I don't know what it is, and I don't in a way care in that sense. Yeah, just to be irresponsible.
Yeah, so sorry, you want to feel irresponsible and be
Yes.
there to know what it's like to feel irresponsible and not care. Is that it?
Yeah, yeah, I guess.
But
Because
it's like,
I feel like that would be freedom.
yeah, it's funny, but freedom is also the feeling of responsibility of, oh, fuck, it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm going to get up here and have to feed or whatever the fuck. It is also a gift in a sense. It's like it's really what's looked for then is just no is the state really an imagined state of not feeling responsible for X or Y.
I
But
guess so, yeah.
so then it's another idea of how this could be or should be, because it's heard that when there is no you, there's it's liberation, but there is no you already, like. So that thing uh, that can't happen then, that falling away, because you couldn't do feeling responsible, and you could not do feeling responsible, but feeling responsible can happen.
Hmm. So confusing because then how, what is listening to you? What if there is no one?
What listening is what it appears to be, the fullness of almost just words, these words filling the ears and the that's sort of a good way, maybe. I don't know, is it? And then maybe the thoughts that come up about uh, uh, listening better or not listening or whatever the fuck thoughts appear, or maybe no thoughts appear.
There were
But listen,
thoughts,
but
yeah.
listening, but like what is the sudden sound of a voice? What is this like immediately hearing? What is hearing? It's so like it's not like there's over there and hearing. It's like almost so fully as hearing, and then really whatever then will respond, whatever reaction there is to hearing. Like this is the mystery immediately talking and asking about hearing. But it's not like a mystery over there. It's like this is the waterfall appearing as meeting. This is if this is free fall appearing as that question and this voice. So it's like when there isn't anything inside this operating, let's just say the system, then it's just so fully what is. And I can't describe that. And that, Lauren won't describe it either. Maybe I might speak better than poor old Frank, but it'll be it's just like this take describe what's happening. And the reaction to that, to try and describe, will be the same reaction as a child will give. I don't know, mommy.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Just
yeah,
don't call me mommy.
yeah.
What is
And the
this
whole
though?
the whole thing of trying to follow it is actually pointless.
Well, it's what is.
Yeah.
But it can seem it can you see all the questions can just simply dry up and they don't happen. It's not like then you can. It's like they dry up and then they come back as a but, and then they're just like gone, and it's like disappointment, and it's like then rebooting back, and you can't like it's not like it can. It's like I said at the very start, like questions just may arise, and it's not. It's like neither pointless or what's this purposeful. It's just what's happening, and it's not
Mm.
wrong or right. It doesn't. It's just it's interesting, I suppose. It's I don't know. Like genuinely, how does a question appear? I'm going to
Mhm.
dig into the stomach
Mhm.
and scrape out a question, and it'll come out of the mouth, or I'm going to reach into the brain, and or there's a niggle at the back of my throat that maybe there's a question here, but
Yeah,
really, uh, it's like fucking. I don't even know what the question is really. I don't. I sort of, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what is question?
yeah.
So that's why, like, really, there is no difference, but there's an imagined difference, let's say. There's an imagined difference that maybe Frank has got something and that but like the answer to the question, what is this, will be the same probably.
Mm,
It's then delving into the story that probably will be different. But this immediate suddenness of this thing we're apparently calling hearing, so this voice talking sort of wherever it can be said to be in the ears. Like even the way it's been described, it's almost like a fucking people will come into this meeting and go, "Are you a fucking idiot?" Like how are you taking hearing for granted? Everybody knows what hearing is. It's but well, what is it like? Where does it begin and end the sound? And it's just sound like, and it seems to be broken up by things we call words, and it's supposed to mean something. And but this fucking there's nothing being said here at all. It's just a hum, a vroom. It's like a dog barking. I've got my two dogs here with me. They'd be better.
mm. I don't know. I would choose listening to you.
Mhm.
Um, but I think the story is that for me, the story about you is that you resonate with what is automatically, whereas I need to listen to Frank to resonate with that.
Yeah, that's a great story anyway, that's for sure.
Mm,
Because like you see the imagination of that, like it's like Frank. So, well, which part of the Frank thing is?
heart and mind.
Oh, the heart and mind. Very good, right? So the heart glows with a thing and resonates with a thing called life,
What
and
is?
he's in one. The Frank thing is one with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And whereas the Lauren thing is not at one and needs to get into the one
Yeah.
place where the Frank is. So it's like, so if there isn't Frank and Lauren and that personal sort of thing, and then there's just bodies apparently talking, and it seems like, okay, because of words that they are talking about a subject or a thing. But it really, then at the core of it, really, because there's no real answers being given, it's a sort of like a to and a fro. It's not anything at all, but it's definite imagination that Frank is resonating, and
Mm,
it's a story like, and an imagination that Frank has got something, or Frank has lost something, but still Frank's definitely better off. Even if I
mhm,
don't totally get what he's talking about, he's definitely better off than me, and I want that. That's wildly, wildly not the case, unfortunately.
mhm. Very interesting. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, there is a sort of like of probably say this, but there is a real dilemma about the idea of putting a website, hosting meetings. Like I've stopped doing emails now. I just can't be arsed. Because it's whatever way, even if this is totally minimal language, the impression always is taken that this guy has got something, and but so there is a dilemma, but still seem to happen. I think I'm going to be more drawn to the idea that if there's genuine interest, and I might do meetings where other people arrange them, or because I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to push it out there. It sort of needs to be. It is I think it'll jump over. upon hearing this sort of uh, communication, you'll jump over walls and mountains to get to hear it. Um, and it's nothing to do with any speaker. It's like it's just that it is can't be let go of. And that's the lion's mouth thing, and then I think so. It doesn't need to be pushed out there. So that's so that's there is that sort of dilemma all the time. But really, yeah, as the quote goes, "I've nothing to offer but blood, sweat, and tears." I think I have nothing to offer but disappointment. But the disappointment is so totally radical and free and authority-less, and it's sort of also amazing. It's like it can't, no words can ever capture this. It's just that uh, it's everything. It's everything, everything, fucking everything, like every possible scenario. But the thing, it's the reason that it's sort of drawn to is because it is already the case. The freedom has nothing to do with what's been said. It's sort of just energetically. There's no other way to say it. It's like fucking. It's the same though with the hosting the meeting and attending. It's sort of like uh, just what happens.
Frank, I can't remember if you talk or use the term anarchy.
I like that
Um,
word, yeah.
and it's funny because like I remember when I first heard the communication, I was really excited about the term anarchy, and now the way it's showing up is I was excited for it because it was something yet again that I could hold on to or
Yeah.
that could be held on to or known. And also it was in comparison to some idea that I knew what was going on in the illusion before. I mean, it's just like it's never ending really, and now I don't really have any sense of what what this could be labeled by and be accurate. I mean, it just I don't like when you say you like that word. Will you talk a little bit about what
Well,
it
the
represents?
you see, the anarchy is also the arising sensation, feeling, thought, or whatever that this is fucking boring. I've heard it, I know it. Give me something new. That is this anarchy. That would be what's happening. Also, oh, it's lovely, it's great. That would be what's happening. And that's a sort of orderless anarchy. It's fucking outrageous that every single reaction is not like, it's like, if there's a reaction going, I just fell asleep there, Frank. I fell fast asleep and I woke up and the reaction is right. Well, that's what's happening. Now, if that was a presentation, let's say a business presentation, and it was like the room fell asleep, it'd be like, okay, well, maybe I'm a bit fucking shit, but it's just what's happening. And it is an overwhelming, suffocating, torturous sort of, can be, reaction to it. And the anarchy is that it's absolutely everything, everything. And this is anarchy. So life is total anarchy. And the meetings are sort of like that anarchy. There could be, I kind of had a few fucking crazy experiences in his meetings, but thankfully I haven't had them. But, a few bombers coming in. I'm just saying everything is possible. And
Yeah.
also it can be just totally, well, that was lovely, or every reaction. So it is. anarchy, and nothing has been prescribed, nothing advised, no information given, and it's free to be exactly then how it appears to be being and taken also. And so the responses here also, who knows? It might be, I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's rude, but it could be. I don't know.
And so you're just saying it's everything. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
whatever's
so
showing
it's
up.
everything. It's
Yeah,
everything, and also
it's everything.
it's indivisible, indefinable, or fucking nothing. It's nothing as everything,
Yeah,
or
and
whatever. Yeah,
nothing.
you know,
Sure.
like it's
Yeah.
everything. Let's say,
Yeah.
and everything's pretty big.
Yeah. It's really unending. Yeah.
Yeah, and an ending doesn't have an end, so it's
Right.
unimaginable then.
Pretty big. Yeah.
Pretty, as Larry would say from Curb Your Enthusiasm, pretty, pretty, pretty big.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you. This anarchy is simply this sitting, this clueless sitting, heart beating, thoughts, whatever thoughts, including the thoughts, um, every idea, every image held, and it ain't, if there was a me, it would be very, very, very difficult. It would be very difficult. It's only apparently difficult with an apparent me. But if there really was a me, he'd struggle. She would struggle. 'Cause she'd be all day figuring out the beating of the heart part. Talk about like chewing chewing gum and walking at the same time. It is like a virus, really, this no me suggestion. Because the mind simply almost like a whisper, trying to catch a whispering idea, and it's sort of just, but there's no me, there's me, there's me, me, but it almost gets strung in, and then it's just then thinking happening.
It's amazing that it's everything.
Yeah, it's everything, yeah, including the dog shit.
Yeah,
Yeah. And everything
include.
is nothing. It's the same. It's the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but sometimes it is, when there is a friend has throat pain, then sometimes I'm still thinking, and yeah, maybe he's not speaking what he is feeling or thinking or whatever. But for that, there's in a way no relationship. But
Well, it's just what's happening then.
yeah,
Strep throat or sore pain or whatever the fuck, very unpleasant. That's what's happening then.
mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Laura wrote something in the chat. Dog shit is a running gag in apparent Frank's life. Hmm?
Yeah. Well, I'm here down at this cabin and there's a deck, and so the dogs sometimes the kids don't bring the dogs out for a walk, so they leave little presents and the kids just leave it to leave it to good old Frank to pick it up. Anyway, but it obviously is. I think it's sort of just there's an imagination that this is sort of blissful perfection. And so then this character sort of let's I seem to like to bring it back to the ordinary. That if it's going to be sunsets and um, a blade of grass and the sound of a voice or wind blowing on your face or it's also picking up dog shit because it's everything. So it's very real. It's almost like she's adultness in a way, in a childlike way, sort of. It is everything. So it's ferocious. It is the lying, ripping the head off a gazelle. It is torture, the worst sort of apparent crimes, the worst that you can imagine. And it's also inescapably, immediately, just hearing this bespectacled, hat wearing human apparently talking. So it's this is everything. I must bring over the culprit for a second. Give me a second.
Oh, what a sweetie.
Sorry. So this is the culprit.
Geweldig.
This is the untrainable. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
she probably wants to go back to sleep now, so I'll let her off.
What's her name?
Lola.
Lola.
Lola, yeah.
Oh.
There you go now. And the other one is Bonnie. Bonnie is less guilty, much less guilty
It's
of the
guilty.
crimes.
Yeah, yesterday I was watching Tony and then I fell asleep.
Hmm.
And then at 2 in the night I woke up and I went to bed.
Hmm.
One of the things that comes up right now is that in my spiritual seeking, I think there was a fairly solid imaginary picture that the things that I imagined happened to me, the shitty things that I imagined happened to me, would either go away or somehow I would learn a lesson from them, or they would somehow be prettier or transformational or some shit like that. And
Hmm.
now it I don't mean to say that anything is clear, but now the appearance is that all those things that apparently happened, or in non-dual language we say they never happened, but that all those things apparently in some funny way still appear, but it's like there isn't a me that they happen to.
Hmm.
Like it's such a strange impression. Like nothing goes anywhere. Nothing gets anywhere. Nothing is one way and then transforms into some other way. Like none of that is it is showing up that way. It's like, and I know people say it never happened, but I don't know. It's not that seems too black and white too. You know.
I think just those memories can be less sticky or of less substance or of less just solidity or meaning or whatever, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But the brain's the sort of memory is memorying whatever is sort of a funny thing. I think, yeah, I think identity is such a sort of, we're all at some stage, maybe we're all trying to be somebody. And then when when life doesn't fit into that, it can be very difficult. But then when that sort of image held or identity is, say, no more, for want of a better way to say it, then those memories can appear and I don't know, sometimes they can be looked at differently, but I don't know.
They have a strange kind of beauty that, like, I don't know how to even describe that. Even things that would be normally considered quite horrible, they had just a strange, and I don't mean they had to mean something where they had to be pretty. It was strange. It was like how something looks without a value judgment.
Yeah.
It's, yeah,
I think the stickiness can just, dissolve away, and there might be echoes of it, but it's like almost so hard to sort of even try to, you can't hold on to those anymore.
Yeah.
But they can
Yes.
appear and maybe
Yeah.
flood the senses. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
and then disappear. So,
Yes. Yeah. And
um,
so impersonal. I mean,
yeah,
it's so impersonal.
yeah, yeah. You see, it's also there can be a curiosity just then about anything and everything, and it's like because there's nothing definitive, things then can just be talked about in a sort of open way. It can be looked at from all a gazillion different angles, never landing really on a can just be chewed upon. It's like a curiosity to. It's not about the right or wrong or holding an opinion or holding on to anything. It's just like it's sort of. It's just not possible, really. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of it is. I think the stickiness is a good way, maybe with anything, and but
Yeah.
then it can really, really be a big reaction to things. Maybe not all memories, but things that happen, and then it's like huge reaction, and then
Yeah.
it's not like it's going to be brought up. Then you said this, well, maybe who knows, you know. But mystery just is everything, really.
Yeah.
Like even this discussion, like to how to hold on to something or how to let how do you let it go? It's like surrender. Surrender. What a fucking stupid uh sentence or stupid word like surrender. How much do you surrender now? How big is me? And how do you surrender into what is or let go into what is? Where is the what is thing again? And how could that, how much, like, how do you do that? It's so, and so that's why, like, how could you possibly let go of a traumatic event? But it seems like it can be let go of.
I think one of the things that's kind of trippy about the parent authority paradigm is that so often with you speakers, there's the appearance of consistency. Like there's an appearance of you all when you intermittently show up or whatever, expressing in a certain way. And yet I don't, there isn't anyone of you that I know of that says, I will always be this way, or this is how it is, or you can be this way too. I mean, that literally any appearance can show up differently at any moment for no reason. I mean,
Yeah, and even like really any speaker, actually, even if they appear to speak in a certain way, they're saying they're not, there is no authority at all.
yeah,
That's the sort of like of course it can be imagined that they know even if they don't know, or whatever the fuck. And it's so uh but no, they don't know
Yes.
anything.
No one.
And no one
Yes.
does, you see, that's the sort of, and so then the moment you see that character or someone playing the role of that, it's just like, okay, then this is not what I was looking for. I just remember, it's like all the while I imagined that those speakers were talking about something, and they're not, even in spite of them constantly saying that there's nothing known. It was like, okay, they know that there's nothing known, and that's what they've got to, and I'd be happy enough even if I just get to that where I say there's nothing known, but that's not something known because there isn't. You see, it's such a fucking unbelievable. Like it is the most dangerous
Mm.
suggestion. It really is because it removes everything. There's no safe ground at all. No speaker, no Tony then that'll make it safe, or no anyone that'll make it safe. So
Yeah.
what the fuck then? So what the fuck? So what? So no one. So what? But also at the same time, it's like mostly the bullshit is rejected because it's already known in that sense. It's like the childlike thing is always there. It's like it's like, oh, they know about this subject, for example, or that subject, and they know about that, and that person has had to fix the car, and they're an authority on that, and that guy knows about yoga, and that lady knows about breathing, and that politician is a king and a queen, and it's all this authority, and that everybody knows. The kid was walking around banging his head off the fucking fridge, bumping into everything, and not knowing, and suddenly surrounded by all this knowing, and it's actually though it's sort of probably born out of a protective thing. Watch this here, watch out for that, and it just expands into every part of that little being's life, maybe to, oh, you're not doing that right, you're not breathing right, you're not fucking sitting right. It's like the guru's telling you, say, get that back straight, or the Zen master's whacking you on the head. It's like all this authority. And there's a safety in that authority. There's a safety in this someone knowing what this is. And yet it is utterly, completely, wonderfully unknowable. And anyone here would like to have a go at just describing what apparently this is? This, but it does appear as failing to describe. It appears as just words, just the sound of a voice talking. It's as whatever is.
It's a wonder that everything is nothing.
Yeah. It's like a way in words to sort of um, remove words, really. It's sort of like for a moment to take away all the words and uh, sort of like that really.
Hey Frank.
Oh yeah.
Hey. So earlier on you said that that you didn't understand it correctly, that you won't send out email invitations for the meetings anymore.
No, I'll just put it up on Patreon.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand.
I sort of just think that it's obvious
You were just
if people are
co-
interested, they'll go onto Patreon. If they're not interested, I just don't
yes.
I don't want this energy of feeling of pushing it out there. I sort of kind of go like I sort of feel like if there's this resonance or whatever word you want to, then the telephone's on the website. People can ring it, and there'll be meetings once a month, and maybe it'll happen whereby a meeting will happen, but it won't be. I won't organize it. I just don't want to do that. I kind of want to
Mm,
know. I kind of want to know that that the that people. I'm just seeing a message there. I love the emails about the meetings, but I'm happy to go on Patreon too. Wow, you see, there I could change my mind in a heartbeat, but I sort of just like the idea that this is available, and if people want to hear it, it's on tap, but
mm,
it's not going to be pushed out there. It seems
mm,
to just feel like that's a lot. That sits. It seems to. That's just better for whatever reason.
mhm.
Anyway, but now that I see a message there, I might do that. I might and send it out. See, I get a lot of please unsubscribe me, and that just sort of annoys me as well. You know, I have to go into the
Oh
database
yeah,
and fucking
I understand. Yeah,
unsubscribe,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
just go, oh
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
really,
Totally
really,
understand that.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That becomes the artist part of hyper management. Then, yeah.
yeah. I was just gonna go, well,
Mm.
I might do it next week. We'll see what happens, or the
Oh,
next meeting. Yeah.
okay. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Yes, and so I mean, there's here. I feel also something like saying that nobody knows what this whole fucking thingy really is, right? It's like such a uh, ungraspable thingy going on, seem in a way, and it's also like it's clear that you, for example, cannot give any orientation.
Yeah,
It's
good. Yeah.
like yeah, it's clear.
Yeah, lovely.
So and
But you can't give any orientation either.
exactly,
Yeah.
yes, totally not. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's a sort of a stunning mystery that that this it's a just talking.
Mm.
Just this talking is apparently happening.
Yes. But I would say also that life can be extremely painful at times.
Yeah, yeah.
Surprisingly extremely
Torture.
painful. Yeah,
Torture.
torture.
Fucking torture, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
beep
might have
beep.
used the but yes.
Sorry.
No.
Not very elegant. Yeah, but yes. Yeah,
Yeah, torture, yeah.
yeah.
It is
Mm.
everything, yeah. It's also just sitting and, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
being
yeah.
bored or
Yeah.
and okay with being bored. See, Emily's just put in the message there.
Yeah,
She's probably
yeah.
drinking her
Did I hear
tea.
that?
Emily was just sitting there drinking her tea, and then
Yeah. Ah,
I
she,
yeah,
literally am sitting here drinking a green tea. And I was like, did she?
so that's it. Yeah,
yeah, thanks for clarifying,
yeah.
folks.
I'm sorry. Oh gosh, this is going on to Patreon, so hopefully they don't have a word marker in it. Yeah, yeah. We're talking about coughing. Yeah, yeah. So and I don't know. Like it's like it's like also like there's something to for me like just enjoyable in these meetings without agenda, and it's there's it's I would still prefer this over, let's say, I don't know, probably sitting alone on the couch. Like it's there's something like I appreciate it in a way, this just coming together, and yeah,
Hmm.
nothing more and nothing less. I
Yeah,
love that.
lovely, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
the next YouTube title. No, no. Unknowing. Oh, brilliant. Anyway.
Laura's always so sweet and polite. I can't believe I heard that from her.
Yeah. You're in
Terrible.
shock. Yeah. Yeah. We'll get the views right up now. I'm gonna put that in big on the thumbnail.
That might be the final YouTube strike, Frank.
No, yeah, that could well be it. Banned. Um, so I suppose this communication or whatever you want to call it is really incredibly ordinary and simple. But like I said at the very start, it also is the most dangerous suggestion because it removes all foundations and all safe ground. But it is equally gentle and boring and whatever. And really, then all that can be said is that there is just immediately, inescapably, what appears to be happening. So, with that, um, I bid you all a lovely evening and thank you very much for that time together.
Lovely to be back with you, Frank.
Yeah, nice one. Lovely to see you. Take it easy.
Bye.
See you. Bye bye.